Hi there, welcome to Dear Anybody, a collection of letters written by my late father Jimmy Hodge. I'm his son Kevin and I'm reading them every day, as much as I can anyway, from 1999, prior to the millennium, and today we've got to the 18th of September. Some interesting stuff today for reasons I'll share in a moment. Big military force left Australia for Timor. There was a big sort of uprising in East Timor. That rings a bell, but I can't honestly say I remember what happened or how it happened or what happened afterwards. And an interesting thing, Frankie Vaughan, singer, dancer, died. He was 71. And Dad was recalling the fact that in, must have been early 60s, maybe even late 50s, he arrived at somewhere called the Higham Village Hall in Kent and performed to a village hall, literally raggy old piano, 250 people maybe maximum, and it was to raise money for boys clubs. It was also the same village hall that my dad put on some sort of, not even sure it wasn't the Frankie Vaughan thing, and in the audience was my mum, who suddenly was smitten by this gentleman in his tuxedo, not Frankie Vaughan but my dad. So I think it was the very moment that my mum and dad suddenly met eye to eye and got together, which was lovely. Another bomb exploded in Russia in a block of flats. That's causing some consternation. And poverty, some guy £1.8 million, and he was very pleased, of course. He didn't have any idea what he was going to spend it on, but cigarettes seemed to be high on the list. Asthma was on the rise, and apparently my dad was saying that he felt his generation that was brought up in a slightly more dirty environment actually probably were prevented from having all these sorts of illnesses, and there's probably some truth in that. And apparently a new vaccine that was being produced for asthma had dirt in it, so if you know anything about that, let us know. Another spy was dug out of the British woodwork. He worked for Hull University. He's not been named, so I don't know whatever happened to him, whether he's still about or how serious that was. And lastly, now, might be controversial if you think what's happening in the year 2025 when it comes to biological sex and men and women. Judges, this was 26 years ago, right? Judges at a teenage beauty contest in Wisconsin, US, praised a boy of 17 for having the nerve to enter and awarded him second prize. Now, pick that one out, I would say. Boy enters ladies' beauty contest. I don't know what to say. What would it be today? Who knows? Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. You mind? Here you go.